like, yes, sure, like it's intense, but like the restraints are bulky and they suck. OTSRs. Like, and I mean, I don't, it doesn't really have a rattle. Like, I can obviously feel the track vibrations because I'm on, the far right wheel, or like right above the wheel boggy. But like, it's just B&M suck, dude. Straight up, B&Ms are not good.
Listen, if I'm gonna take a cookie cutter layout, that's what I'm trying to. This is what I'm trying to say. If I'm gonna take a cookie cutter layout, I'll take that one out of all the B&Ms that are out there, all the AI generations. All right, out
I
of
mean,
all of
it's
them, I'll take
definitely,
Hulk because Fury's not AI generated.
yeah. Fury's actually good.
But all the others, I mean, I would say Goliath feels pretty like that feels pretty not like just copy and paste. Like they had to like obviously make some adjustments with that layout with where it was. So that's why it's
Um,
unique. That's why it's the
yeah,
best.
Goliath is good.
Best B&M hyper.
Yeah, Goliath is good. Mako is not good.
Man,
No, Mako is just not it.
I to be honest though, this is I'm recording even before the cast at this point. But to be honest, I people's B&M hyper rankings are so all over the place. You'll talk to
There's no point
someone
in ranking them.
you'll talk to someone who's hates candemonium like us, and then half of
I
the other
don't necessarily hate candy though.
no, I kind of hate it. I think
Okay.
it's poopy mandium, crappy mandium, or whatever. Like whatever works better.
Nitro
It's
sucks.
well, I think candy's worse than nitro. And hear me out. Like
Yeah, they're
candy
both like
is
pretty mid.
literally two airtime hills. It's literally two airtime hills. A
Candy
drop,
Minium's a front row.
bro. I don't care. It's like a third of a fucking coaster. You go into one airtime hill. Oh wow, a turnaround. That's so thrilling on a B&M. And then a trimmed camelback. Really? Into a helix that's like okay. Into one of the worst like I guess wave turns ever. And then that whole second section is just to look. Is just for people to look at the ride and look at the fountain.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that like it meanders. Oh my,
that's
it's such a
true.
horrible layout. Like I
And
don't
that's
understand what people get from it.
the
Um,
worst mid course ever, which creates awful
it's
stacking.
not even a mid course. It's
It's
technically a
so
mid course,
stupid.
but yeah, like why? Like what is?
Really stupid.
Even then, honestly, I'm not gonna put it all in the mid course because, in my opinion, by the time it gets there, they should still have all the trains done. Anyways, let me take this hit to start this. I messed up the intro because I'm already man, let me tell y'all. So the schooling has been kicking my ass, but we finally at the end of the week. So I'm like, hey, let me pull out one of my favorite Virginia breweries, a
Ooh.
Hardywood, a Virginia Blackberry White Ale. Ooh,
Ooh.
it's been my new favorite. Like it's been over Allagash. It's obviously more expensive than a Blue Moon, but it's man, fantastic, fantastic. But yeah, we
Now I want a blue moon.
see that's what you should be doing for the cast. You should be at least having a brew or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have some Bubba Kush, 23%.
Ooh.
One of my favorites.
Fire.
It
That's
basically just
fire.
makes you blissful, and I've been a happy boy. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 23. Michael Jordan.
And, bro, I was literally going to say it's our Jordan episode. That's crazy.
Man, so news was kind of light, but at the same time, it's There's some stuff there.
We're gonna be chatting. You already know.
I mean, and honestly, there's a fun little segment at the end that I thought we'd throw together just because how we were already shit posting in text about Hulk earlier. I was thinking the difference in opinions for the final segment would be fun, which we're basically going to be. Did you look at it at all? What I said?
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
Yeah, I was like, basically, it's as if we were to own a park. Where would it be? What kind of park would it be? Amusement or theme? All that stuff. And then what 10 rides we would have, like coasters. We're not going to go over the flat rides, but coasters.
We're talking about, like, just copy pasting.
What, you want to put an SLC?
Well, I'm saying, are we, like, copy pasting existing rides? Give me 10 Zazas. That's it. 10 Zazas.
I mean, honestly, all I'm gonna say is, would that park actually fail? Like, if you have that good of a ride, and I guess gets populated enough, and it gets a 60-minute wait all day. If you build another one,
I want to see a park do that.
if you just build another one, like, I mean, what's down? Oh, that one's busy, or that one's down. I could just ride. Just a lot of the same ride, just over like 3 or 4 Zadras or 3 or 4 like Intimidators, just in like an acre plot, or like 3-acre plot. Excuse me. I've always had like a thought of what a coaster park would be, where they're blatantly like, yeah, we're just coasters, you know, a bunch of different coasters, small coasters, like 10-second cycle coasters. The biggest like, I always wondered if that could work. Because that's basically the main attraction of an amusement park and theme park anyway. But, who knows? Alright, news-wise, we jumped ahead. Universal Orlando Kidzone Revamp. New IAAPA media rules. We probably can't go now. Nah, but actually looking over them, it's really probably doesn't change much for us, if we were just going to visit. RMC, probably teasing for the family and the kids. They're multi-generational. Great Adventure, they're teasing. I can't wait to get to that because I kind of have jokes about that. A Groundhog, should it be called Groundhog's Revenge? What can be done about phones on rides? Because I think that's a good discussion in general, but also at the same time, I think we'll have a same kind of point. Because, in my opinion, there's an obvious answer. Not much progress on the ban curve. I guess the Knobel's going to have to take a little bit longer. But parks are focusing a lot on holiday events in the summer. And B&M confirmed their family coaster. Disgusting. For SeaWorld, because the track is there. Child was actually hurt on Snoopy's Space Buggies, and Wildcat opening tomorrow. So, as of recording this, July 27th, on July 28th, Wildcat should be opening again. And yeah, that's good news. They apparently did extended work. And who knows if a groundhog actually uprooted it. People were saying that there were groundhogs there before for Wildcat that had made holes and stuff before and living there, and one of the holes they recently made potentially caused a sinkhole, or basically one of the footers to sink. And
or it's a cover up for structural issues.
I'm just gonna say that one of the footers sank because of the ground that it's on potentially, and who knows, that ground potentially could have been weaker because of groundhogs living there, and also because a wooden coaster was there with so many supports, you know.
Well, we can confirm from images they were pouring some Wildcats. So,
what'd you say?
No, we can confirm that they were pouring cement at Wildcats.
Oh yeah, like
so.
My theorized timeline was because on Monday I saw the rebar still. Like, they were waiting to put the concrete in. They probably put it on Tuesday. Waited for Wednesday, you know, dry up. Thursday, which is today, you know, started testing maybe. All that stuff. And checking the structural, how it is, and that's why they're opening it tomorrow. So, good lucks on that. Hopefully, that is the end of everything for, any sort of breakdown for Wildcat. I don't even think it goes down for anything else. No overshooting the brake run, no weird, ride system error. It's literally the structural issue so far. So, the pyramid of RMC issues when the first 2 years are opening, but once they're done normally. But let's get this. Let's talk about this. I actually heard about this because of Biff, because apparently the Coaster Heat crew might be showing up next week, which that would be gas, to be actually able to meet Biff and Coaster Heat, all of them.
Yeah.
But let me look at this link, because there's not even much information. Like, I tried looking for it when people told me about it, and really I only saw this. I think it was a local news report. Yeah, it's the local news saying a child went to the hospital after they were injured exiting a ride, which is it's the Snoopy Space Buggies ride. Officials said the child exited the ride before it came to a complete stop and was injured. And first aid came immediately, treated the child on the scene, but the family decided to get the child evaluated. So I hope everything is okay.
Doesn't seem to have any substantial updates.
Yeah, I mean,
or anything.
When I was there, obviously I'm not looking at Snoopy Space Buggies queue times.
Yeah.
So I'm not checking, or I don't know if it was open or not. I don't even really pay attention if it's passing by. I think I'm not the best person to ask about this, because by the time I go through Kidzone, I'm using it as a shortcut to get out of the park, and Planet Snoopy's closed. So I barely ever see Snoopy Space Buggies running. So I just hope everything is okay, resolved. We need less accidents, all right, even if they're small, all that stuff. So yeah, what else we got here? Well, let's go over the IAAPA stuff. Man, oh man, oh man. So I think they kind of really doubled down on this. Oh, got a notification. Hey, we always get follows on the cast, and today we got Don Helbig. Shout outs to you and Attraction Group podcast. Honestly, like I said before in a few casts before, it's one of my favorites, my go-tos, and they upload frequently, like not just weekly, like even more than that sometimes. So I'm like, hey, this is it's kind of nice. Definitely appreciate, and what you did for Kings Island, appreciate you, man. Appreciate ya. All right, so let me go into the IAAPA stuff. Did you look at the this new stuff at all, or do you not really care? I mean, I'm not really gonna go for a press ever.
Yeah.
So
it's not gonna affect me.
Yeah, it's not really gonna affect us here at the High Rollers, and I'm not sure how many manufacturers want to talk to the High Rollers. Maybe Adam Sandy. I think he'd be cool enough. But yeah, basically the new rules are all media on the show floor must have press credential displayed. All media interviews done with assistance and coordination of IAAPA team will require an escort on the show floor. Basically, they're being a lot more anal about this. Where was the interesting one? About, independent vlogs. So here's the criteria. Digital online media outlets should cover a field or industry related to attractions. Viewership may be requested. Yeah, we're screwed if it comes to that. But obviously, at the same time, it doesn't matter, because there's apparently just visitor passes, all right? Like, I would still go as a visitor and take it all in. Now, would it suck? I couldn't post anything, or maybe? I just want to take pictures for myself, honestly. If I could get a snazzy new train just to see what it looks like before, it's been through a year of operation, that'd be cool. But yeah, when it comes to all that stuff, to me, I understand. It helps with the hype. It helps with the release of the product. You have to be tightened up with this stuff in a lot of fields. So, I mean, NDAs are signed everywhere. I mean, they're not signing NDAs, but there's business happening. You know, I think people were getting the assumption this was a Comic-Con to an extent, when this really is a conference and for businesses to collaborate and yeah, literally do deals, make businesses, sign contracts.
Not surprised to see more strict measures coming into play after shenanigans.
Yeah, after some goobers. That's all we're saying. Some goober activity.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just gonna cover the stuff that'll essentially affect most people here. So I already went over the media outlets should cover the travel, food, beverage, tourism. Viewership may be requested, blah blah. Independent blogs. Media outlets should cover a field of industry. A free and ride, same as was before. A monthly page view should average 20,000 to be considered eligible. Now I thought that was like, damn, they're pushing out a lot of people there, in my opinion. But I mean, it might need to be worth. Like I said, you can still visit, so they can still talk about what is happening on their blogs probably after. They just won't get that, right at the moment. Which for news sources, that I get it. That's important for journalism. That's mad important to be the first to have out the article. So let's see how that will affect influencers. I guess that's us to an extent. We influence people to hate B&M and go to Holiday World and Islands of Adventure. So for an individual that only posts on Twitter, that's us. For Twitter and Meta platforms, I'm mad they said Meta platforms. A minimum following of 25,000.
Jeez.
Holy, this is one I can actually level with and not just shut post and be like that, because we actually run pages, right? So like, holy shit. Hold up, let's see if a few of our homies could get in. I feel like a few of our homies could get in.
I know Owen Bennett can.
That's what I'm saying. Probably Bennett could get in.
Yeah.
How much does he have now? Oh yeah, Bennett could definitely get in. I think
pretty sure Owen.
Oh yeah, Owen should be. Yeah, Owen could get in. Okay. Yo, that's kind of cool. We got homies they can really go to IAAPA like that. That's kind of cool. They said these new rules don't apply to us, and technically they don't apply to what had happened. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But I digress. Yeah, for Twitter and Meta, 25,000. Engagement rate of 5 to 6%. Yeah, I'd say Owen and Bennett got it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. For TikTok, ugh. I really do not want to make a TikTok, bro. Like,
nah.
Like, I'm good on that. I'm sorry if anyone uses it and probably wants us to use it. I'm not doing it. It's all the good TikToks are put on other social medias anyway. So, I'm good. For TikTok, a minimum following of 200,000. That's kind of a bit for TikTok. Because people don't just be getting follows like that. They be getting random engagements on Reels. That's what will happen on TikTok.
Yeah.
Alright, so the standalone changes, though, are YouTube content creators without an established online blog are not eligible for press credentials. I'm pretty sure a lot of YouTubers do not have blogs. So that keeps a lot of them if they want to get press in those interviews. No media can attend IAAPA Expo 2023 outside the approved IAAPA managed program. No children permitted as part of the press program, and enforce a maximum of 2 credentials per outlet. So they're even limiting the credentials that are there. There's no more like, hey, if I know you, you can just get a pass. Like what was happening apparently the last 2-3 years. Overall, I've never gone. I can't say it hurts me. To me, this seems like a good thing. So there's not as much, because it really comes to a point when like you're there, or when it gets around IAAPA, and you see the same posts and the same things from like 300 people on your account, just because everyone's there. And I'm wondering if that's still probably gonna happen. But like it's probably gonna be less than
I'm sure.
A few to like maybe 4 or 5 outlets at least. Because there is a point where I'm just scrolling to get past, like, the pipeline train was like stained on my screen. I think it was burned
Yeah.
onto my screen.
I feel like I really like bottom line is that it is for the businesses to show their new developments, make sales, gain, like real business connections,
Yeah.
not so much as it, of course, like our niche enthusiast community is, just like foaming at the mouth to see all this stuff, but we're not, the main focus of the event itself and the, expo itself. So,
No, it's essentially the simple saying of one person ruins it for everybody.
yeah,
Where our enthusiasm gotten so big, we're so nerdy. We want to get certain things. Hell, I'll even say certain content creators want to get certain shots, others can't, so that they say they can. They're the best content creator, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, they push it to the limit to where, hey, now things are much more strict. All right, and in general, I think now the rollout of things would be much easier to see. I think, in fact, we probably will have more exciting announcements. And I think the only thing I will miss for having multiple people covering and talking is there's multiple perspectives. And I always appreciate that. I don't know if there'll be less interviews this year, but I always enjoy looking and siphoning, really trying to find the different interviews. And I'm pretty sure Ace will be fine in this, because Ace, in my opinion, has some of the best interviews that they've never looked. They always have only like hundreds of views. That's it. Maybe some of them have like 1,000, depending on what it is. But that's how I basically found out that the Falcons fight design was designed, and that they were literally standing on that cliff just because IAAPA. He talked about it there, a whole 25-minute discussion talking to Ace. So
yeah,
that's the stuff I appreciate, and
yeah,
I'm pretty sure we're still gonna get that anyway.
yeah. It'll be nice to receive the information, like you're saying, 300 posts, like just in a lesser capacity instead of it just being shoved down your throat, I guess would be a good way to say it.
I mean, it even gets to that point with today's news, Top Thrill Dragster's announcement. You probably saw maybe half of your timeline
yeah.
or your stories
Oh, no,
reposting it.
Next Monday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. So,
yeah, because I'm probably gonna sneak a Hershey trip to on Monday, now that Wildcat's open.
there you go.
Oh, they just need another coaster. They just need a third, right? Because there's a bit of a gap, a bit of a gap. I will admit. After Skyrush and Wildcat. Yeah. But even for the people that don't appreciate Skyrush, there needs to be that coaster, in my opinion, too. Alright, so RMC, the tease and their family coaster, the multi-generational. I think it's gonna be cool, and I'm gonna throw it out there. I think it's gonna be the Silver Dollar City, the Fire in the Hole. I don't know if they're gonna do a Fire in the Hole retro, like a revamp, like I said. Because that's just wishful thinking. That would be really cool. Yeah. But yeah, a family coaster in that plot potentially. Now I don't know it, but maybe something there. Yeah, if they're working with them, they worked with them before. Obviously, they have Lightning Rod and they have Outlaw Run, which I'm pretty sure Herschel understands the extent they pushed RMC with Lightning Rod, and they aren't holding qualms with them, unlike Cedar Fair, where they would be like, you built this for us and it's not perfect? Alright, screw you. Knocking RMC off, which, by the way, I don't think they have any qualms with RMC. I just don't think any of their parks are asking for an RMC right now, necessarily. Yeah. I mean, sure you could say that the smaller ones are, but any park would benefit for an RMC. It's at that point, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this will be. I'm curious. So, Six Flags Great Adventure. A lot of people saying it's a giga.
Um,
I don't think it's gonna be a giga, but
I don't know about that.
a multi-launch, a really big one, but it is gonna be their anniversary. Remember that too. I think it's gonna be close to that. Uh, all these markings for CED 15. I can't even really think to imagine what that could be. And honest, I think it's gonna be a multi-launch. Cause what other launch coaster do they have in that park besides Ka?
Scratching my head because I'm not sure.
Yep. A really big multi-launch. They work with Vekoma, with
Okay, but
with
like,
over
what
six
is,
St. Louis. They're gonna make a Vekoma multi-launch.
nah, bro, it's gonna be some troll shit like Fresco's Racers.
No, if they work with Premier, no, please. Okay, so I'm gonna go off of the two that have been going around because I can't think of anything else. They have essentially all the models that you would think of. I, I
I mean,
mean,
so it's
Wayne
like,
Coaster, but eh.
I can't see that. I mean, if you think about Six Flags recent uh,
They're not going to Giga. There's no fucking way.
additions, well, let me think here. I mean, so Six Flags as an operator, their recent additions have been a mock power splash, three kids coasters, a B&M dive, and two Raptors, and a Zamperla spinner at Discovery Kingdom. So like, I just, I mean, yes, they're getting a Vekoma Junior coaster, but I feel like it's kind of far fetched to think that they'll get a big Vekoma.
I don't think it's too far fetched, but they are expensive apparently.
Yeah,
Now, and that's the only thing that kind of throws me off. But what other manufacturer makes multi-launch?
Intamin.
Yeah, but they're kind of expensive too.
Premier.
uh, bro, they're gonna get a Premiere probably.
I mean, uh, it's just not exciting. Sorry, like that's just not exciting. Straight up.
Well, we don't know anything, but I just think for a lot of
Speculation wise.
I think for a lot of most announcements that are happening, even with Top Thrill, which did they even put this on because there's really nothing happening? Like I really just don't
Well,
want to talk.
they did just uh, they did just install LSM track actually.
What?
Just, yeah, they
Well,
installed LSM track.
I mean, it's not
I mean,
like
not
I
like
don't know why he
huge,
said it like
but
that. Like,
the launch track started going in yesterday.
yeah, they're moving fast as hell.
So I mean, that's why they. I mean, that's kind of why they're gonna. I assume they're gonna make the announcement on Tuesday since they're making so much profit. They want to get vertical and get it ready for next year and everything.
All right, yeah, that's your Top Thrill update, and also, I'm just tired of seeing the bickering on it, at least on my end on Twitter.
Yeah.
Uh, so, like, going from funny to like, this is actually, like, this is getting weird and personal. So yeah, I'm just waiting for August 1st, and we know nothing. I'm just gonna wait for them to announce it's Zamperla the ride.
They better not have some like trash POV, man.
It's gonna be.
Shaking my head.
No, you know it's gonna be. So
That's so sick. That's so Cedar Fair. Almost said Six Flags.
let me get
The
some of this.
chains,
What'd you say?
just like the chains are all starting to feel the same.
Mm-hmm. Let's got all this smaller stuff out of the way. So Which is there even that much smaller stuff after this? No, actually, it's kind of not all that small. Well, basically, the smallest after that is why are these really this year? I feel like a lot of corporations are just going into like the July holiday in July, whether it be Halloween or like Christmas in July. Like I'm like, what? Like even
Okay,
Hardywood has like Christmas brews right now because it's Christmas in July there.
well, and you gotta like even think back to like Screen Break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like no,
Like
that's why it reminded me, and I'm like, okay,
it's kind of just like, what are these parks doing?
like why would I want to see Santa at Busch Gardens, Tampa, right now when there's Gwazi? Like I'm sorry, like I'm not thinking about Christmas. I'm thinking of it's hot, like it's humid as hell, bro. Put that guy somewhere else and I have him sweat in a Santa costume in the middle of August.
Like I can like so, and the Residence Haunted House, the one that's for Howl-O-Scream, and Howl-O-Scream is right around the corner. I mean, it's September and it's about to be August. But like the thing is, it's like, and that is a good house. It's themed to Christmas, but like, why? Just because you're doing that, why are we like bringing out? Nah, just no, nah.
And it's like,
It's just nah.
and the one thing I get mad about for Tease is they'll be giving these really good offers with giving you as a consumer no time to actually really use your offer. Like, you know how many times they've given me they give me 4 free tickets randomly, but the two like both times it was you have a week to use these 2 free guest tickets, which you took away from me.
Yeah.
I had more guest tickets last year and the year before that, but you're taking them away from me.
I just, and this, I think this kind of goes back to something we were talking about last cast. Like, I feel like parks do not understand what we want as pass holders. They just can't seem to quite grasp it.
I think there's a 3. We want entry, parking, and good discounts. Like that's
And like, say we're platinum at whatever chain. If you're gonna give us special offers, like, stop making them these like shitty. Not only are they do they have a tendency to be shitty, but like then they just expire in like a week, like you were saying. It's
like
just
the Christmas in July thing when they said today only from 12 to 4. You're
come on.
telling me, and that was at 10:44 a.m. You're giving someone an hour and 15 minutes to decide?
Let's get real here. Come on now.
No, like, that's what I'm saying. All the people that were in that, like, dealing with that, wasted money. They just wasted that staff that day. Because they were standing there with no one probably there for 4 hours. Like, what the fuck? Like, because I tried looking. There was no talk about it at all. It was just that day. It was insane. Yep. Nothing. They're talking about their fireworks, showing Cheetah Hunt Beer Fest. Sand Serpent. Yep. We're giving them an hour and 15 minutes. See Santa or else. You'll never get this walkthrough again of Resident House. Oh. I just think that's really troll. But
It is. It most definitely is.
So, yeah, I don't know why the parks are doing this. I think they're trying to see this as if they don't have dedicated events. And maybe also because right now the parks are a little bit lighter depending on certain days. You know, maybe lighter overall for the season. But I have seen the days in general where the parks are busy. Right?
It's like they're just like doing something. I feel like it's almost like they're just doing something stupid to make it seem like they're doing something.
Yeah.
But it's stupid.
But it's literally nothing. You're giving us a nothing burger on a plate.
I feel like at least there's not. I guess at least I don't think that I've seen it much, but like Busch Gardens, Tampa in particular, doesn't have a crazy like local fan base
Oh yeah.
and like diehards that will like defend the park and its nonsense as much as like Williamsburg, for example.
Yeah.
Because like the Busch Gardens Williamsburg fanboys and like defenders are just like really cringy. Like, come on, seriously, like
I'm just
open
like,
your
I
eyes.
literally was just about to say, I'm like, open your eyes. But like, no, and I've been talking to a lot of people that have been like agreeing. It's like it's pretty, you know, it has the sights, but the rides and the operations.
It's kind of a review.
Bro, like like Italy is just a joke if you think about it. You have the one of the worst B&M hypers, a Skyrocket 2, and one of the worst Intamins. Like,
I hope you're talking about Dark Coaster.
I'm talking about Pantheon. It's one of the worst Intamins. Like, I have so many Intamins in my top 25, and then you have that like out of my top 30 now. Like, oh my god. And now I'm just hearing, now I'm pretty sure Totatis is actually like that ride. Because even Austin from Museum Insiders was saying. And he's an objective ranker. He's critical.
I've heard really good things about Gotham City too.
Yeah. Yeah. Even with the dud of an ending. But
Yeah,
apparently everything else is so great. Like, yeah, that ride is probably top 5 in my bucket list. It's literally hitting all marks. Intamin, multi-launch, Batman, themed. Bro, like, I think the only thing that sucks is that the capacity is trash, and I don't know why they would add that ride for that, but nonetheless, it still slaps, so. Well, let's get into something a little serious here, because this honestly looks bad. Like, now, like, this is some of the worst, like, ones I've seen in a while. So, on the 22nd of July, this was caught by David Carter. Someone at Cedar Point, their phone slipped. Who knows if they were holding it in their hand or if it slipped out. And this is the discussion I want to talk about because, honestly, our boy, the satire postman himself, One Click Gang made a good point. And I had the same thoughts. Like, I was thinking that, and then I saw his post. I'm like, I'm going to put this in the cast. So, yeah, like, a lot of people assume, and honest to Bob, I will be yelling at someone at least once a trip at a park to put away their phone. At least.
Yeah.
Whether it's Wildcat, that happened at Hershey, happened on Intimidator, and I'm like, oh, the hell no, I'm not trying to get a fractured eye socket on Intimidator. Out of all rides, please put your phone away. Like, please. But in general, always, just put your damn phone away. No one wants to see your crappy phone POV. But yeah. The reason is why this is on the cast, though, is the devil's advocate. What if it just slipped out? Right? And sure, you could say, well, you should have Velcro or zipper pocket. Well, maybe they should have a sort of system that makes it to where I feel where it helps operations because I don't have any loose articles, and make sure it's safer because of no loose articles, and it's insurance for my stuff, so it's not just sitting in a bin or just out in a basket. Because, like what One Click Gang said, he was, you know, these phones, if you don't have a plan or an upgrade, they're like $800, $900, sometimes $1,000. Like, it's ridiculous especially for your iPhone. Like, it's insane. All your information's on there. Hell, if everyone uses Apple Wallet now, you just tap on everything. Everyone knows how to access that now. I mean, hell, you need to get Face ID, but still, that's all your information on this small little mini computer we have. So I get people wanting to just have it there, present. No risk in having someone accidentally take their phone or intentionally take their phone or whatever. But hear me out. Parks, just for the safety and consumer aspect, you're hitting two notes here. Two birds, one stone. Just give us free fucking lockers.
Yes.
Please. Just get rid of that damn price you give us. $4, sometimes $10 if you're Busch Gardens, sometimes $2 every 2 hours if you're Carowinds. The fact it's also not consistent, it pisses me off. Make them free. Then people would also probably just would not care and use your damn lockers. They wouldn't have to need to bring their phone. Now, as a park goer, I know, okay, there's certain rides I can bring with zipper pockets and whatnot. But I forgot what ride it was. They wouldn't even... I forgot what ride it was recently. They wouldn't let you bring something even with zipper pockets. Pantheon. I went to Pantheon, and they would not let you bring anything on, not even if you had zipper pockets. I'm like, what? What? What happened on Pantheon? I want to know. But yeah.
Parks like to keep things quiet. Is the other thing about that.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, that's gonna be a good segue for later about keeping the parks keeping things quiet. But yeah, I 100% agree because like there's a lot of. I mean, they don't need to talk about every little first aid incident, especially if it's not like an actual incident. But they'll like to be like, oh, off season, we're retracking all of this and doing all this maintenance and doing all these improvements. And then when things are happening during the season, when everything's falling apart, they like to say nothing. They like to give no reason why the ride is down. They like to just say and use buzzword supply chain. Oh, supply chain shortage. Oh. They never like to be clear with that. So, but in general, I don't know if you can think of anything, but I think we're on the same page here that free fucking lockers, please.
Yes.
Like, listen, parking's already stupid. I paid to get in. If I don't have a ticket, I can't get in, I'm going to leave. Like, there's nothing near your park to where I'm going to leave my car there. Well, some parks there is, right? There's some parks there actually is. Like, they're, like, I'm thinking of California's Great America, for example. Like, they literally have a stadium. I think 49ers Stadium's right there. I don't know. It's one of the, like... Yeah, Kentucky Kingdom's another example. Where it's like, I can see... But it wasn't that expensive at Kentucky Kingdom. It was like, what? $10-15?
I think so, yeah.
Why am I paying $38 at a Six Flags park?
No, dude, oh my god, it's like $35 for just standard parking at Six Flags America.
Yep.
Like 40. I feel like I even saw something crazier, but it's like, bro, this is not Disney. This is not Universal. Like, come on, no.
I mean, well, that's why when I went before I got the Plus Pass, I'm like, okay, I'm basically gonna get the season pass because $60 plus my $35 ticket. 30 plus 35, that's basically what I would be paying with parking. So I'm getting free parking anyway with pass.
Even crazier screenshot that I'm going to find. I just need to scroll up and find it. SeaWorld Orlando's parking. I just got to find the picture.
Oh. Well, luckily you got a platinum, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm renewing this year. I really do not want to. I do not think they deserve my money. So, yeah, it's getting to that point of the year where I gotta be thinking about my passes for next year and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to find this.
Alright, we finally got something on Instagram. Right at the end here. Oh! That's a good answer, though.
Yeah. So, general parking at SeaWorld Orlando, $35. Preferred, $55. VIP, $70.
Wait.
Come on now.
Wait. Say that again?
So general parking is SeaWorld Orlando, 35. Preferred, 55. VIP, 70. I just, like, come on.
So you're
Are
telling me
you
I already
kidding me?
paid 90 to get into that park. So 55
Two,
if I
two
want to get
hour park, by
preferred.
the way.
Uh,
It's just, like,
bro.
horrible.
All right. You know, it's funny because they keep having lines too. Like at Icebreaker and Pipeline.
Literally, like, every day, I'll check the wait times for SeaWorld Orlando, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm not going to that park. Every day. Every day. I've got some free time. I'm like, yep, I'm going to SeaWorld today. I'm gonna have to wait like a few months before wait till like mid-August or something. Like a
See,
month till like the crowds die down, then I'll go get the credit.
you're not like me where I would just like go anyway just to like inspect the day.
Yeah. No, I'm not biting the bullet. Fuck SeaWorld. Sorry. Not sorry. Can't bring myself to do it.
There are people that will be mad at them for their past, but for me, literally, I respect that they have pivoted, but I don't respect in the sense of the we really need to get off of this. Fuck, we don't like C's chain, we, and that's it. All right, so
You just don't do a lot of things right.
because we be harping on this and. As needed, it's out of my system. It's out. I can't say anymore. I can't say anymore. Like you just got to go back the past 22 episodes and just hear all the little things. But the last episode is pretty good to hear my Push Guard Williams road trip. But yeah, like I can't harp on this anymore. It's just you guys know. And maybe you don't agree, but that's fine. All right, that's fine. Just maybe you might need some prescription glasses though.
Wipe the fog off those glasses. Uh,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll stroll into like out on an adventure for like 3 hours, and like I just know I'm gonna have a good time, just like I did today. So big difference.
All right, guys. We can't really talk about C's anymore. We're done. This is probably annoying y'all. It's some of y'all. We just can't do it anymore. And that's all. I'm putting the stake on it, just like the top thrill thing. I'm just like, we need to realize this horse is a pulp now.
No more SeaWorld discussion.
This horse is.
We're gonna ban the SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment chain from our episodes.
Watch. We're gonna be blocked for some reason. That'd be kind of mad funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, speaking
So
of Universal,
I was like, before that, I was saying about parks slipping things under the rug.
ooh,
Could Fury situation be slipped under the rug here? Did you see this very last tidbit of news I put in right before the cast?
yeah, I did.
Now, the statement is what interests me. And also what you said earlier about parks throwing things under the rug. It literally would not surprise me, like, because they were doing testing and all that stuff, and then it just kind of stopped.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Like, airlines are not making any statements, and I mean, I guess I can understand because they're like, okay, there's people speculating and stuff. Like, we don't want to just go outright and make a statement if like we don't even know yet. But it just raises a lot of questions in my head.
Yeah, so basically, with the Fury 325 update, the local news is reporting that there might be another crack, a second crack somewhere on another support. But here's the statement officially from Carowinds. Essentially, it's a yes or a no. They're not really answering. Which to me is why it makes this kind of like, huh? The fact that local news had to get a statement from you and you guys could put something out, and you've been so transparent to this point. But Carowinds continues to conduct a comprehensive series of detailed tests and inspections in preparation for the reopening of Fury 325. Each step of this process under the careful monitoring, remedial action taken to ensure this structure's safety and integrity. Upon completion of this phase, the ride will undergo final inspections by the ride manufacturer. Fury 325 during this testing phase. Full maintenance review. During such reviews, it is not uncommon to discover slight weld indications in various locations of a steel superstructure. It is important to note that these indications do not compromise the structural integrity or safety of the ride. When such indications are found, we conduct non-destructive testing to determine the appropriate remedy. So, the fact they said that again... huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Fury,
And like I
probably?
thought,
What'd you say?
I was thinking it'd be poised to open like within like 3 weeks, maybe
I think they
before
were
we.
trying to get it open, actually.
Yeah,
And that's why they were confused why all progress seemingly stopped. And we had to hear it from local news because Carowinds didn't even put out a statement about it, but they probably don't know yet. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt, huh?
yeah. We'll see.
All right. So,
Topic, but lots of musical artists dropped 15 minutes ago.
oh yeah, Travis just dropped. Well, that's the main one. I'm not really a Travis fan, but
Yeah,
then you see who else dropped.
I know Post Malone dropped. He's big for some people. I saw that on someone's post.
You said speaking
And
of
there's a lot
Universal.
of,
Which
yes, the new kids area.
oh yes. So they're revamping the Kidzone. It will be a DreamWorks animation immersive land with interaction. It's going to be in the studio side, so that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I hope it's actually thought of well and not just a bunch of random kind of mid toys and
I hope
gimmicks.
so too. Because if it's, I know the area where it's at, and that's not a very heavy foot traffic area.
Yeah.
So
Like it's right past Springfield. So
yeah, back behind AT and everything.
yeah, and
It'd be nice if they actually got some decent stuff going in that area.
does anyone know if Woody's is still standing?
That's a good question. I thought that was getting taken out with this revamp, but I'm not 100% sure.
I just remember
I'm
the
pretty sure
last.
it's SBNO.
I remember the last photo. It was everything was demolished in the area, but Woody's woodpecker. So
Let me see.
Woody's wood.
They've got it as SBNO since January, but
It's not.
not that
It's
it's
not
defunct.
defunct. Yeah.
So we'll see. I would assume they could keep it and then have like the DreamWorks area behind it or something. That's my best guess.
Hmm. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm curious still how they will balance all of their parks. Cause man, I'm not hearing good things about Minion Mayhem or any of that. Like apparently the food is good and interesting, I guess. Um, but yeah, the ride or I guess not even a ride. Like it's this walkthrough ride ish, dark ride. I don't know. Very hit or miss for people.
Oh, are you talking about VillainCon?
Yes.
I was actually going to bring that up whenever we got into trip reports I got on VillainCon.
Oh, well, I'm trying to think. Did I even have a trip report? I really don't. I kind of had like a KD, but I just went with
Yeah,
KD.
just like the local stuff.
Well, yeah, well, we'll get to that in a bit because we're actually
Yeah,
almost done here because we got the IAAPA, we got that. Really now we got to talk about is what's coming to Six Flags Over Georgia.
nothing.
They're just hypnotizing you into paying them for nothing. That's what the teaser is. I think it's gonna be a splash or something, maybe a water ride or something. They got rid of a water ride.
Yeah,
That's where a lot of the construction was happening at when I saw it when I was there. Um, I don't think it's gonna be anything spectacular, especially with Six Flags right now. Yeah, I don't even think like a Raptor or like I really don't think you guys should be expecting much. In fact, why in the hell would they even be like? You guys should really not be excited at all when they can't even put up a damn Skyline kiddie coaster.
yeah. When I visited, there was like no construction progress. So, and wasn't
Like
it
that's
supposed to be new
trash,
for
bro.
this
Like,
year?
bro, like literally, Fiesta Texas is putting two up, and they can't even put up one.
Pathetic.
Also, I really liked Fiesta Texas the ad for it, like their marketing. They had like a kid. That kid's a champ, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and that's one of the better advertisements I've seen for Invisa Park in recent years. So go ahead and give that a look for Fiesta Texas. Also, they're just kind of the goat when it comes to Six Flags parks. They blow every single one out of the water in terms of. I can't say that. I can't say that. But it's the best one. Because people will die on Magic Mountain and they'll die on Great Adventure. I'm telling you.
Great Adventure gets cleared by well, Fiesta and Great Adventure are somewhat close to Magic Mountain sticking.
I'm like, I gotta control my. I know people be loving these parks, man. But Fiesta is. I just appreciate it. I really do. I really, really do. Okay. Yeah, what they could get, man. I was thinking like a power splash. If they like what the Mako gave them, they literally got the kiddie coaster because they bought what 3 projects of them last minute at IAAPA. So,
I could see them getting another power splash.
yeah, that's my best bet.
Georgia.
People are saying a dive, but the thing is, if you look at the teaser, it is like a hypnotic type of, weird, almost smiler like Marmalizer. It's not yellow and black, but it's black and white like a normal hypnotism like tactic like the magicians use and stuff. So yeah, maybe inversions.
I just did not see them getting, a damn near $20 million investment in an E&M dive.
Oh yeah,
I highly doubt that.
unless they make it the tiniest dive ever, like, and even then it's still like pushing 15, 12 million. Like when I heard even the cost of the B&M wings, like the small, like Mandra Mayhem and the Legoland one that came out recently, the fact that they were still like 12 million for the like no track. I'm like, holy shit. Like, damn. Like you could have got a large scale GCI or Gravity Group for that price. Hell, you could have got a good RMC for that price. But I get the maintenance differs, the short term costs different from the long term costs and all of those. So I ain't stupid when it comes to that. Alright, so how your pox been? What you You've been having a ball, actually. I just know it.
We gotta talk about Wildcat anymore.
Uh,
Or nah, not really.
nah, cause I can't. I mean, I haven't been able to get on it because I've been wanting to get there, but like, there's no reason to because there's no Wildcat. So,
So since moving down, I've got 6 rides on Hulk.
why do you ride it
7
if you don't like it though?
because I just walk right on it. That's why.
Yeah, but like, I don't walk right on backlot stunt coaster or Flight of Fear just because I can.
Didn't you ride Flight of Fear the other day?
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm with someone. I'm with
Well,
someone who doesn't normally at the park or whatever. I don't ride that by myself.
okay. Look, Hulk is like Islands of Adventure's Grizzly.
What?
Now, Grizzly is better than Hulk. Let's get that out. Let's get that straight very quick. But you've got your I-305 with Velocicoaster. You've got your Twisted Timbers with Haggard. And Hulk is your third thing.
Bro.
This is my analogy of my home park comparison, basically.
Ugh.
Now, so I've got 6 on Hulk, 7 on Haggard's, and I'm up to 14 on Velocicoaster since the move.
So do you just prioritize front row?
For the most part, yeah. But I'll go get like last ride of the night, and they don't let you pick. Now tonight I could have waited for front for my last ride at like 9 or whatever, but I was like, nah, because the line was already like 8 trains or 9 trains. And I was like, let me just get on back for the last ride of the night. It's okay. And it slept. So, but the other day I got on VillainCon, and
Ooh, I'm curious.
I'm sorry, that is trash.
Wait, so like, what is the ride? Like, is it even a ride? Like, I'm so confused what it
So
is.
like you basically you this was my experience. You go in, get like a gun, and you stand on a dot. You basically like move on a basically it's kind of like a moving walkway, but obviously it has like curves and stuff as you go into different rooms. And like it, it's all screens, no
Ugh.
3D glasses. You're holding a gun. I just really did not. You also like have to stand on your dot, or your gun like loses its like Wi-Fi signal and stuff. Like it just was not
And they're gonna
good.
expect kids to just stand on a dot?
Well, and the thing is that's a problem. It also it fits the box. It checks the box of like not having a height requirement or something. But like I was talking with someone that works at Universal Creative, and he was saying that like I can't name names, but like he was saying like the company like isn't even really like they're just kind of like whatever. 'Cause it's like the reviews aren't the greatest. So like
Well, how would you like?
it's basically just like GG go next already, and it's still in like testing.
For me, I'm like, that's why I can never fully settle on Universal Creative. Because as
Yeah,
many Hagrids and Velocicoasters and, you know,
it's
all of
infuriating.
that. Super Nintendo World even helped. I mean, Nintendo helped them with that too, but still, they put it all together to have it be coherent, and you get these shitty, some of the worst attractions. Like, why?
Like I mean, some people might have a different opinion on Villain Con or have had a different experience, but I was really unimpressed. Like I don't. I mean, I'll try it again at some point, I'm sure, but just no. Like, okay, do you know Peter Pan's or not Peter Pan, Buzz Lightyear's like flight or whatever at Magic Kingdom? Like the shooter ride where you just like sit in like a little car and it's like really outdated and not good. Like I would say it's like just as bad as that. At least that was the ride experience I got.
Hmm. But it's not even a ride. It's just like I'm just confused. Like
It was just not impressive for me.
uh, you see, that's why I wonder about like I really wonder about the studio side. They're working on Epic
But
Universe. They have hell. I'm even curious what will happen to the islands, right? Like, you know,
but hey, this is why we go ride Velocicoaster.
hey, I would have probably got on Transformers too, just because I crazy and like just how aggressive it is. But that ride's mid. It really is.
Okay,
This
that's
is
why
worse Spider-Man.
that's why you ride Dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs, bro. Spider-Man is better than Dinosaur, but I do love me some Dinosaur.
Dinosaur just like throws you like way crazy as Spider-Man does.
It throws
To
you
be
crazy,
honest.
like, and you're sitting in one area while it's throwing you looking at an animatronic dinosaur. You're like, what the?
That'd be like a good high ride. So
Yes, sir. Bro, dark rides peak when... I think dark rides are better... When I'm high, I think dark rides are better than coasters.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's just like... I fucking love dark rides, but I'm like immersed as shit when I'm blasted, obviously. But...
Yeah.
Ugh.
So how was the Kingston trip? I saw your ride count the other day.
Bro, I'm getting my last like hottest rides of the year, and also because I think within 2 weeks they're stopping the 9 p.m. Middle of the week closing, so it won't be as
Now, I thought
viable
you
for me to
said
get. What are you saying?
was it yesterday that you were saying you're done riding Twisted, or was that like a week ago? 'Cause I know you rode Twisted.
Yeah, I'm not prioritizing it anymore, but I will
Yeah.
say the ride I got on Green Train, uh, like the last ride I got, that felt like an Airy Junior.
Okay. I always feel like a
Bro, Grizzly slaps, but my boy, see, and that's the reason why I went is we basically had a mini Black Coast Society meetup, which I'll probably throw in. Yo, we are here at KD. It's a familiar voice you met from last week on the cast, but KD today was open to close, man.
Yeah, man, it was open and close. It was fun, but mad hot today.
Heat index is probably like 95, 96. We were hydrating as much as we could, but even then,
Far from the front end.
the heat literally sapped us.
Yeah,
Man, I 305 still your number one.
yeah, still number one. Definitely
Man, he didn't like Grizzly that much, but you know, it's
better than it was. It was better than it was. It's just that I don't think it's number 3 in the park. That's all.
man, you gotta remember, he doesn't have Veloci high in his top 50. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No,
man,
nah, but I'm also here. All right,
why I'm feeling
we're
crazy.
back. Yeah, Katie announcement cut us off there, but we had a little BCS Black Coastal Society meetup. We had Oscar here earlier, along with Keith, and Will's with us right now. But we're walking out of the park after literally 11 to 9. How many rides on Intimidator? 8, 7. Man, we probably could have got more if we prioritized, but we hit the top 3. Twisted was running criminal. Intimidator was, man, I want to put that over Veloci. So bad, but I know I can't. Might be easy for Keith, though. I was joking because I said I want to put that over Veloci, but I can't, but it'd be easy for you.
Yo, that's too funny.
But, yeah, man, you got to get to your parks when they're running at their peak. That may suck. You're going to have to be hydrating in between, like, every 2 or 3 rides or so, but it is worth it because holy crap. What a day. Also amplified for the fact that I was with Black Coastal Society. But yeah, just a little quick hearing from Keith there about his trip to Katy. I wish I had it with Oscar. With Keith and Oscar, because Oscar's from Florida, and Keith's from upstate New York. Man, Oscar was finishing up a 2-week road trip. He was just in La Ronde, and going also up in Canada. He wanted to go to Canada's Wonderland, but I forgot the reason why he couldn't. But on his way back, he had the Virginia parks. So, yeah, I was able to meet up, talk with him. He's Peaceful Thrill Seeker on Instagram. He does all the drone shots. Hella good content. Yeah, he's one of the dopest homies I've met. He is so chill, so chill. You can talk with him about Coast for hours. He fits right in because he says, if I don't get at least double digits of rides when I'm at the park, I know I did something wrong. And I'm like, all right. That's exactly how I ride, you know? It's exactly how I ride. We ride till my body says I can't go anymore, essentially, or the park closes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great. He hasn't been in the Virginia park. Like, I think Busch for him was since '95. Like, Drachenfire was literally the last ride he rode at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. So that was crazy difference for him. He was loving the I-305. I mean, I-305, 96 degree heat index. Man. Like I almost put it over Velocicoaster again. I just can't. That ride is insane. It's so fucking good. I ran into Matt, who works at Intimidator. Super chill as always. In fact, I ended up riding with him on one of the last rides. Yeah, and funny enough, I'm trying to think. I think actually no, that was it. Yeah, basically it was a Show Katy trip. I don't know why I thought there was something else, but yeah, I've been just making a lot of. I don't know why I've been thinking so many memes in my head, bro. Oh, shout out to Coaster Ginger, by the way, for helping me out with improving my meme. I was like, I probably could put the key to his hand in there, so. Which, speaking of which, we're gonna cover our questions that we got. So, yeah, 2 weeks to do this. So, yeah, thank y'all for your input, especially Twitter side, because Twitter side, we're just getting started there, probably about a month or so now, and y'all, I really appreciate y'all's input. Your effort, man. Coaster Family on Twitter is pretty live, and obviously it's different because instead of you're actually having threads and just talking with someone and seeing someone's random hot take is that's gold. Anyways, one of the questions we asked, let me read the Twitter version, so because it was more coherent. But and we got 20 followers. Don Helbig was our 20th. Let's see. If you've been to Waldameer, what do you think would be a great steel roller coaster model that would make sense for a future investor? Let us know down below. And on Instagram, Coaster Ginger also ended up not only helping me with my meme, but answering both of our questions, the only one on Instagram. So shout outs to you for being the cool kid.
Yes.
But I didn't think of this one. And honestly, a few of them we said were answered, but besides one other one, but Vekoma family. Now, you haven't been on Big Bear Mountain, but there is another one technically opening in St. Louis, but that is just all tracks sitting around too. Yeah, that would be a very good fit, I think. Even though it wouldn't be a thrill, and I think a thrill would be the next best bet. That's another good option. In fact, get rid of that really crappy. I don't think it's a flying carpet, but almost flying carpet rides. The horizontally planed ones. Get rid of those.
It's like that's like a moving rug, not a flying carpet.
Yes.
It's like it's just not
Instead
good.
of I can show you the world, I can bore you to death. Because that's what was happening.
Yeah. No.
All right, so let me go for the other ones here. Let me go on Twitter now. The Station Wait, Josh from Station Wait, who's been making waves on YouTube. Shout outs to 5,000 finally, by the way. He said a Raptor. Ford Raptor. But nah, obviously an RMC Raptor, and I would love to see.
Yeah.
Maybe I would love to see an original layout. I don't think they would go bigger. I think they would possibly go smaller, and I would still be curious to see what that would do. And I'd still think that would be a good fit. Maybe not as intense as, even lesser intense as Thumb Pilot and Jersey Devil. But I think that's still a good fit, you know? But I think it'll hit just around where Jersey Devil and Wonder Woman Golden Lasso hit, so. But our boy Joe Melba, he's a Buzzbars member. He said a Eurofighter.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a really good one. Because they literally have vertical lifts, so that's already really good for space. I mean, Grosslowers that are good, they're great. I mean, I hear Monster is phenomenal. Like, hear hit or miss things about TMNT Shellraiser, but no. It's still good. It just has a rattle. It's mainly the main thing. But yeah, Eurofighter, I would love to see that one personally out of all the options. Like the Infinity Fire Coasters, I don't know if they still make the Eurofighters with those trains, or if they all use Infinity trains now and just make them smaller. But Gerstlauer or a Eurofighter of some sort, that'd be a great fit. Better than the Skyrocket 2 that we were saying.
I'd take a Eurofighter over a Skyrocket too, or a Gerstlauer Infinity if they wanted to scale it up a bit.
All right, so after that, a question I like more. And Coastal Ginger again, the homie, the only one that responded on Instagram at least. So I asked, what is the one thing you look for to rank a coaster highly? Good pacing. Oh, these are like examples. Like good pacing, airtime, positive G's, loads of inversions. Let us know. I think we have accumulated some people that have our tastes because what Coaster Ginger said, the unmeasurable's out of control fun, but they usually means aggressive as fuck. Or AF. You put AF, but you all know what it means as fuck. So, I'm like, yeah. I would say that's close to pacing, though. Like, right, that's literally doing so much within, 1,000 feet of track or whatever.
Air Force One.
Yeah.
For an example.
All right, what was this here? What was one thing? Oh, yeah, Twitter now, sorry. The Twitter ones were funny. So, our boy Primid, or Shane, who made our logo, when I asked what is the one thing you looked forward to when you rank a coaster highly, he said park interaction. I thought that was an interesting one, because I'm like, I do love me some park interaction. That's honestly why I like Goliath, or have Goliath pretty high. I mean,
I love the way you have the top hat with the big midway of people in the stall,
and they're all just looking at you.
Yeah, Just making funny arm movements for Rowan Bosco's students and other people.
So our boy Gavin, he said he said post ride thigh pain. So airy and twisted.
Yes. Aggressive ejector, basically. That is what we like.
But my favorite answer is Joe Melba again, and he said violence.
Yes.
I'm like, that's like the most perfect way to describe. Like, I love speed and pacing, but they have to have good forces with the pacing. Like, violence. I had to feel like I just got out of a fight.
It's like you sum it up in one word. What we want.
All right, thank y'all answering. I don't know if we have anything this week. You know, fuck it. If you could add anything to your home park, regardless of all the announcements that are happening, all the rumors, what would it be? I'm curious. I actually am.
And then name the park. Name the park as well.
Yeah, please name your park, because I actually want to know where everyone's from. That's the cool part. But let's get the fun section in.
I got my 10 actually.
What'd you say?
I don't know if you have your 10, but I have my 10.
Well, we're gonna be basically debating about this. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna take too long, but basically, I thought this would be fun. If you could own a park, and basically it's for the operators, if we're Walt and Roy Disney, what would we do? So I guess let's start off here, because we're gonna go all the way through this thing. But we'll start off. Would we make this an amusement or theme park?
Mine is going to be theme.
You said theme? Because if we do theme, there's has to be more money for obviously keeping up the themes.
That's correct.
Unless for the actual rides and expansion.
This is the high rollers world.
So what would Zaza Land?
Zaza Land.
Just have a walking leaf with sunglasses on, like giving out J's to every park patron. All right, but realistically, I don't know what the theme would be. We don't have to go that deep, honestly. But yeah, I'm down for theme park, because I would want it to be an immersive, but also have the thrills, and I feel like people make more memories at a theme park.
Exactly.
Where would we build it? Let me look at populations real quick. Hold up. This is gonna
That's
be a
what I was actually considering Europe, maybe.
Europe? How the heck are we gonna get to Europe, and where?
Well, this is hypothetical, is it not?
Oh yeah, I know. I still be European.
It's going to be in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Just so we can smoke after.
Zaza. In Amsterdam.
Amsterdam has to be a city, because I don't even know where. That's crazy. I don't know about it.
It's in the Netherlands.
Yeah, let's say Amsterdam. Screw it. I mean, there's a population of 17 million in the Netherlands, so it doesn't really change much. 0.31% a year. That's 54,000 people every year.
54,000 new guests. The Zaza Land.
Oh. let's see. There's a good amount of migrants though, so maybe. Yeah, let's go with Amsterdam, man. Let's go with Amsterdam, Zaza land. So kid park. I don't think a kid park would work in Amsterdam. A family park. I'm not sure if family park would work in Amsterdam either, with all the strippers. General or thrill?
General, but leaning thrill. That's kind of what, cause when I looked at the prompt and did my 10 coasters, I did kind of general leaning thrill.
So, no, because when I think of thrill parks, I think of like Cedar Point, Magic Mountain.
Yes.
Maybe even
It's definitely going to be more thrill leaning.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of a thrill theme park. Like, I'm assuming we're trying to go with immersion theme. Like, actually good theming. I've never... Yeah, I always thought that would be such a... Like, that would work so well. Like, you obviously have to have the investment to do it, but a fully themed, like, really well-themed thrill park would be so good. Like, every ride looks just terrifying. Like, man, that would be so good. But general thrill. So, how thrill we going? In the sense of, like what park would you relate it to and what you're thinking?
I mean, I'm looking at, like, Magic Mountain, but better. Way better is what I've got with my lineup.
Yeah, but that's like a thrill park.
Okay, we'll call it a thrill park then. I've only got like 3 family coasters.
Right. I might have a little more than that. No, I say 10 right now, obviously, because it's like that's a general number. Who knows for expansion and whatnot. But now the actual part where I think we're gonna have a little bit of difference here. So, how many? You said you had 3 family coasters.
Yes.
Do you have any kiddie coasters?
Evacoma Jr.
That's it. I got one kitty and like a kitty family because it's like I wanted like a big, kind of like a Woodstock, but like not like Kentucky Flyer necessarily, but I guess like a Oscar's Wacky Taxi type of like fun like ride, but actually is good for everyone. But literally, it's for everyone. Like so many heights can get on the ride. I don't know. What do you think? All right. I'm back. Are you? Still nothing if you're talking.
Hello.
All right. I hear you.
Okay, where were we at? Because I don't know why my Discord stopped working.
So, I was saying a wooden multi-generational coaster where like everyone could ride it, like a good gravity group, family, almost kiddie, but family, it's still fun, along with a like Miler or like Vekoma Jr. or whatever, you know, like.
I was going with a Vekoma Jr., a Vekoma Family Launch like Big Bear, and then a Gravity Group Family Woody like Wooden Warrior. And then upscaling it from that for inversions, Gerstlauer Infinity.
Okay, hold up. That's an upscale.
That is an upscale.
Like, you're giving them 3 rides. Granted, we're gonna have flats.
But that's 30. That's 30%, man.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, now literally, even people that don't like throws are like, holy shit, I can't even get on anything else as a fucking Gerstlauer.
Hey, don't come to a thrill park.
No.
Appreciate ya. This is Zaza land.
No, I want a. Uh.
Okay,
So,
but hear me out.
are you
Along with
stepping up, or are you just saying what's actually like on the list? Because like if you're just saying
well,
what's on the list, I don't care.
no. That's that and a small B&M dive like Dr. Diabolicals are my two step ups.
And assuming all this is themed too. So by the
That's
way,
correct.
I got some Tate's chocolate chip cookies, so that's what I'm munching on for the snack.
Ooh.
It is one of my favorite snacks.
And then my last five are all insane. So
Wait,
yeah,
what?
fuck them kids. Because the other five are gonna be all like elite.
So, a Vekoma family, a Gravity Group family, and a Vekoma Junior.
Yes. Yes.
And then I kind of want an Infinity Coaster too, but I kind of want to mock Big Dipper, but we haven't seen one yet, so I'm gonna go with Infinity Coaster.
B&M dive. We have one B&M. That's
Right.
it.
So,
I was gonna say
how would this
wing.
be different from the dive coaster?
What do you
They're
mean?
gonna see. They're both gonna see vertical drops, or one's beyond vertical, or is that the difference? Is that one's beyond vertical with multiple
Yes,
versions?
the Infinity will be beyond vertical with like 7 versions.
But then the GP will be, oh, you're just outdoing your ride. That way,
I
if you
mean,
make
they're
it
gonna be like
steeper,
differently themed, different manufacturers. So you got to think way different train styles.
honestly, if this is a theme park.
Or do a Gerstlauer Eurofighter along with a B&M dive. Now, I was gonna say B&M wing. So, or we could do inverts, but the other one of the elites is gonna be a SNF 40, like
40 free
Jamaica,
spin? Hell yeah! I was gonna fourth dimension.
Jamaica.
Mm-mm. So that's the monkey rich I'm gonna throw in. Well, I don't want a B&M dive because they're gonna force us to use the vest restraints, and it's gonna be ass. So like, I just
That's okay though.
no, it's not because the vest restraints suck on a dive coaster. Compare like I'm telling you, the air you get on Sheikah and Griffin is nothing compared to any like. It ruins it. Just ruins
All
it.
right, B&M's blacklisted from my park.
Uh, I'll take a wing or a surf coaster, I guess.
I'll actually keep the SNS fourth dimensional and go with a Vekoma tilt coaster. That's what I'm doing.
Okay,
So we got a 3 coaster package
hear
from
me out.
Vekoma. How about that?
So B&M, a B&M surf coaster.
I
Hear me
like
out.
that
Yeah,
actually.
exactly.
Okay,
A
I
B&M
like
surf
that. I
coaster.
like that.
Because what SeaWorld got was obviously a prototype. Like we by then we can see, all right, we want you guys to do more. So I think that could be gas. That could be the really good. I mean, look at it, it's a smaller track too. Like it's only 2-seater. I'm just saying they have some potential to make some elements if the park pushes them. Okay. Okay. A surf coaster, a fourth dimension that takes the wing now, and a Vekoma tilt. That's pretty insane already.
It's
Like
yeah.
and it pulls people because all those rides you have not seen really anywhere else.
Now we can't forget our big CCI gravity group, Woody.
Now, I'm trying to think of budget, right? We have
No
3 Vekomas,
package deal.
but 3 of them. Okay, Big Bear Mountain was apparently kind of expensive. How big are we making the Vekoma family coaster? Are we making it like a
Vekoma Junior
full-on
coaster.
layout? Like,
No, it's like one of those like 2 helixes, one little hill, drive tires. that type of jazz.
Bruh, Big Bear Mountain's a full ass ride.
I'm talking about the Become a Junior, not the
Oh,
family.
okay, yeah. But the family coaster, how big we talking?
We're talking Big Bear Mountain.
Okay, that's like 15, 20 million. So,
No budget.
well, I'm thinking budget a little. I'm just being a little realistic with the hypothetical. 'Cause that's what puts
Well,
constraint and creativity.
I'll scratch the intimate hydraulic launch off my list then
Well, they
for
wouldn't.
my tilt coaster.
Well, they literally wouldn't
Hey,
let you be like,
we
we do not have that on our portfolio.
we did not say that we couldn't do defunct.
What?
Did
Bro,
we
this
establish
is
that we cannot do
assuming
defunct?
this is assuming we're opening our park today.
Okay, boom. RMC Hyper Hybrid Intamin LSM launch. That's our final two.
All right. First, are we satisfied with what do we decide? The curse iron. No. Did we decide on the Infinity Coaster?
Yes, because we don't have a dive, we have a surf from B&M.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. That's the B&M. So a Gersa Infinity, a surf, a
Gravity Group, Family Woody.
okay, yeah, but I covered that. I'm going on the thrill coasters now. A fourth dimension for the wing,
Yeah.
and then what am I missing?
RMC and Intamin. Plus the CCI.
Now, what's the big Woody though? Who's doing it? Gravity Group?
Well, it's gonna be. We're bringing back CCI from Big Bad a little bit.
So we're gonna have to bring GCI and Gravity Group to do one project, because that's what CCI is.
CCI, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no, I want PTC trains. That's what I'm getting.
I wonder if they would do that. That's really interesting to think about. Like, if you, I mean, I know a lot of manufacturers will work together, but I wonder if literally, like, I don't think Gravity Group or GCI have beef or anything, but like, they're like the wooden coaster manufacturers, so it's like, hey, we want you both to make and work together to make this coaster for us. Now, I wonder how that would turn out, because I still feel like Gravity Group would be doing the layout, like the main design. In fact, that would be fine. I would want that. I would want them to do the main design, then let GCI do everything else. We would want PTCs. So I'll be like, Gravity, we want you to make this for PTCs, can take this. And how big? Are we trying to beat Voyage's record? Because I don't think we can own this park if we could beat it. With that is going to be the roughest wooden coaster?
No.
After like the first 5 years.
I'm content with mini Voyage.
So half its size?
Refined though. Maybe like 3/4.
That's still a massive Woody.
I mean, I'm talking, 150-foot lift, 130-foot lift, 170-foot drop.
Okay, so terrain.
Yes.
So like 4,000, 4,500 feet of track.
Something like that.
Because, like, you go any bigger, and that's, like, one of the longest wooden coasters in the world. It's, like, they're not that long, necessarily. And I think, I mean, maintenance. I would say, like, the 4,000 mark. And make the pacing absolutely insane. I mean, with 130 feet, 170 foot drop, that's easy. You definitely got the speed. We got the Gravity Group pre-cut track on it. Oh, it's over. So, I don't want an RMC hybrid. I want a T-Rex.
Nope. Model doesn't exist yet.
No.
Gotta go with a ground-up hybrid.
I'm getting a T-Rex, man. I'm telling them, I'm literally going to them, and we're working together to put out the prototype.
Oh, so now we've got the budget to get in RMC's pocket. Okay.
Yeah, you think they would? I think they would cut it short because it's a prototype.
Get them to pre-release their prototype. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Now, obviously,
Well, that's some wishful thinking.
bruh. You think they're gonna make us pay full price for something that we don't even know is gonna be a good? We don't even know what's gonna be in their repertoire.
Build it.
I mean, possibly. I mean, I don't necessarily know that stuff. My assumption is a lot of times prototypes be coming in a bit cheaper than normally after, because generally those smaller layouts too. That's another big thing.
Right. So let's get the first T-Rex, and then like every other park follows it.
And gets a better tier. Hey, but we pushed. All right, we're the reason why everyone else can reap the benefits. Everyone can ride our amazing other layouts.
Instead of an Ace landmark, it's going to become a Zaza landmark.
Yes.
True innovation.
I'm trying to think, because like I have a hard time imagining a themed RMC, like an iBox track, but I can imagine a themed T-Rex or Raptor track.
Personally, I do not have a hard time imagining that, because you look at Steel Engine's amazing theme.
Well, I don't know if it has amazing theme, but
it has a whole storyline.
Yeah, you don't see any of it though. You're in like an hour of switchbacks, and then you go to lockers. You don't see any of that in the queue.
You just gotta really understand the lore behind Steel Engines.
I mean, Steve is beautiful. Don't get me twisted, but yeah, I'd say Cedar Fair both kind of like fumble the ball on their themes, like both RMCs that they put in their parks, because like you walk up to the rides, you really have no clue what the theme is, and then so someone explains it to you, or you have to look it up, or. All right, I'm trying to think. So the Fourth Dimension SNS for throw. Big Gravity Group. Intimate multi-launch? Dude, what? I want an Intimate Giga. No other park is gonna make a Giga.
Big Hyperion.
That's 240, bro.
That's why I said big Hyperion with a little bit of I-305.
I think what I would do, I would tell them to give the I-305 turn back. Not like the old one, but like what we have now. It's just like, yeah, we want that. Make it even faster, though. Alrighty. Now let's wrap. So, all together, Vekoma Jr., Vekoma Family Coaster, Gravity Group Wooden, a Gerstlauer Infinity. Wait.
Vekoma Tilt.
How many is that? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. B&M Surf, a Intamin multi-launch.
4D.
Fourth Dimension.
And then our Big Woody. And then the last one is the Giga.
So, would we have 2 Intamins in the park that are going to break down? Or would we have a multi-launch right now?
Nah, they're not going to break down.
Bro, they're going to break down. Bruh. Oh no, I'm pretty satisfied with that. End of all.
Number 1 park.
Zaza Land.
In the world. Theme park.
Yeah, we don't have an actual theme, but obviously, all those were themed with actually executed with the money behind it and the direction. Oh yeah, best park in the world. Best park in the world. Now, one thing I didn't check, is there actually anywhere to buy property in Amsterdam?
No. That's the beauty of hypotheticals, though. We're just gonna, tear down the whole red light district and then build Zaza Land.
Why don't we just build Zaza Land around the whole district?
Oh, that doesn't sound like a good.
Alrighty, y'all. This is a shorter one. This news was kind of lacking, but we turned into something for y'all. So, hope y'all appreciate it.
Let us know about those home park.
Yeah, for reals. Where your home park is and what you would like to see added within the next coming years. Now that parks are getting more into gear, all that stuff. Y'all, thank y'all for listening and being here. All these casts, 23 episodes. You can go ahead and follow us on The High Rollers on Instagram. The High Rollers DMV. Yep. At The High Rollers DMV, and you can follow me at westhowerc Coasters.
You can find me at Old Line Airtime for the Central Florida shit posts.
Man, this dude is just always at Velocity, so if you want to see him,
You'll find me.
or for some reason writing Hulk and being Maddie wrote Hulk. You can follow us on Twitter at The High Rollers C, at my Twitter at westhowerc. And if you want to listen to this on YouTube, we don't have a video format yet. In fact, it might be a little bit because this man needs a laptop. So, yeah, that is also why for the difference in quality on that. But generally, you want to go listen to it on YouTube, have us in the background. Go ahead and follow my YouTube channel at West Tower, and all of the playlists all the way from this episode down to episode 1 will be there. And if you want to put us on your actual Spotify, Apple playlist, we're on there as well. Yeah, and I think every other proprietary podcast streaming service. So, y'all, take care, keep it easy,
Stay homie
out there, and take care. Have a good one. Peace.
Catch y'all in the next one.